Just been hit. They destroyed my boat! A brand new day. Gotta thread myself through those islands, but there's very, very little wind. My two compadres here, there's no sign of them this morning. I was waiting for one of them to make a move and then follow what they did, so it wouldn't be my decision and I wouldn't be to blame. I see wind just around the corner there. There's got to be wind out there. We're doing about a knot and a half. I won't be going far today. I'm under engine. I've given up for the day. Let's see if I can find myself a little place to stop here. There's already one boat there. There's always the last one in, and today I'm not it. It's Ron. He's coming in with his Westsail 32 because the wind died later in the day. I made the right decision to leave early. It's a beautiful boat. I have told him that when he's done with it, I'll buy it off him. It's been my Australian home. I love that boat. Sorry, Shaddy, I love you too, but that one doesn't rust. It's about 8 meters here, and there's a fringing reef that comes out quite a way as well, so this is about as far as we can go in. I drifted back. The wind has changed. Behind me here, somewhere in the dark, is the reef and the land. It should be no wind tonight, but there's wind and I'm blowing onto the reef. You can see how close I am. My friends, one friend is over here, another friend here. I'm here, drifted right back onto the reef. At last the sun is coming up. The reef is just behind us. It's well in front of that land that you can see. The guy that was closest to the reef over there, he's making an escape this morning. Yeah, according to my plotter, the reef is about 40 feet behind me. There's Ron. We both shouted across to each other to make sure we were okay. Ray, he's on a mooring. I don't even know if he slept through it all. He wouldn't have known about it. So it's going to be difficult getting that anchor up because all the chain will be folded around, bits of coral, all kinds of stuff, rock. I've got to say, sometimes all this adventuring wears you down. Last night it was, you get this feeling in your stomach of fear, deep down in your stomach. I've had it so many times while I've been on this adventure. Sometimes it gets a bit much. I'm getting shouted at. Yo! Very little wind, but it's a nice calm sea. Something you don't see that often. The mainsail is boomed out to starboard and I got the foresail pulled out to port. Yeah, I'm flying gull-winged, and it's all with just the hydrovane steering us. But look, what's even more spectacular is this over here. We are heading for some yumminess. This is Inchinbrook Island. Apparently it's quite nice behind it, but we're not doing that. We're going on the outside. We're doing the difficult bit. But look at this weather. It's placid, absolutely placid. And it's for that reason we're only doing 2 knots. I've been doing a knot and a half for the last 3 hours. Nothing I can do about it. Uncle Ron is down there. You can just see his sail right over there somewhere. Just tidying up bread making apparatus. Been making bread on board. No, that's not Colombian marching powder. That's just flour. No. Oh, I just saw a whale. There. A whale. Oh, I was just saying to myself today, I never see whales. Well, that's about all I ever see of one. Oh dear. Oh, just ran out of wind. Time to wake Perkinson up. There's an onshore wind coming tomorrow in the morning. It shouldn't be much, but if it's anything like it was this morning, it was scary enough when it pushed me towards the reef. So I'm going to anchor as if I'm going to get pushed to the reef, because I probably will do in the morning, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'm going to go in, turn around, go out, drop the anchor and pull back towards the beach.
It's a low tide here.
Okay, I'm going to go a bit more over there. There's an onshore wind in the morning.
Okay.
They said about no more than, it shouldn't be more than 10.
Okay, Dunk Island is 32 nautical miles. Channel 16, have you got channel 16 on?
Yeah.
Put channel 16 on.
It's on now.
Okay.
Time to leave this gorgeous place. Sun's coming up and Uncle Ron has already left. He's over there, you probably can't see him. I'm actually still on anchor, but I put the mainsail up. It's easier to do it while you're on anchor. It's a shame I didn't get to see the waterfall and all the beauty of this place, but we're on a mission. There looks like there's rain over there. There's completely no wind, still under engine. Don't know what to do today. Trying to get north. It's already raining over there. Got to get around that headland before that comes over. It's actually downwind, but it seems to be getting closer to me. I don't know how it's doing that. Hours later, the weather's improved and is sailing across a delightful bay. My buddy's catching up with me. Okay, smaller boat, but yet faster because it's lighter. And yeah, that West Sail 32, in the right conditions, it's a great boat. But he's got his sails set better than I have. But I do have one mine poled out, which normally is pretty good. But it's bouncy in here and it's flaky winds. I just cannot get the boat to hold a course. So I'm having to hand steer all day long in the hot sun. It is hot. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain when you've got to hand steer all the time. That's the thing about not having an electronic steering system on the boat. There are plus and minuses to everything like that on a boat. I don't have the extra power consumption related to having electric steering, and also the maintenance. You know, I don't do maintenance. I'm busy fixing things all the time. It's just this weather. I don't trust it, you know. Otherwise I'd carry on. We've got a bit of wind again now. The reason for us pushing on so hard was that the long-range weather forecast had told us of a really nasty blow approaching, and we were both looking for shelter. I want to get in just behind this place here, but it is due to blow tomorrow. That's why I want to find somewhere to hide tonight, and then when tomorrow comes, work out what to do next. I don't want to be overnight in the middle of those islands when it blows up. I hope Ron makes the right decision and comes in with me. But it's feeling like the weather's going to get bad tonight. It just has a weird feel about it. And I can't get internet at the moment. That night at anchor, the winds reached 30 knots. While we were still at anchor, the next day we had to make a decision whether we would continue or not. We were reasonably safe, but there was a big front coming.
We go?
I think so. We could always bail out at that Gould Island if we go out. I think I'm going to go past the right-hand side of it as we look at it. If it's like, really nasty, could go around the north of there. There's an anchorage.
Excellent. You first, because I don't want to fall back on you.
I was going. I've had women say that to me as well. Okay, no worries. Give me a few seconds and I'll have the anchor up and gone.
I'm also manual. I'll try and get it up without starting the engine.
I've also said that to a few ladies.
Excellent.
All right, mate. Standing by 73. Right, we've got a chitter chatter channel on 73. So the decision has been made to go. I've got to say, I've got butterflies. It's horrible, but we're facing into the wind. Once we turn downwind, theoretically, it should be okay. And there's an island over here where you can go around the back of. I'm going out in a, not a gale of wind, it's about 17 knots, maybe 20. And we're in shelter here, such as it is. So we get outside, it's going to be like nasty. Ron has a manual, like I had on this boat, a manual windlass. You got to crank it up. Gonna go out there, past this island, and hopefully onward and down and away. Yes, sir. Took the headsail off the pole, put her on the other side. Wind's changed direction as I'm changing direction. And look who's caught up. Looks like there's gonna be a race, boys. It is, and it has been a hard sail. Not rough sea-wise, the opposite to what it was like last night. There should have been wind, and there's not been much, so it was like the day before. Just making a few miles, and doing two knots, maybe 3 knots of boat speed, hour after hour. So we're getting this right. Sun's going down. We're just about to go around the corner. I can actually see a tall ship down there. And hopefully we'll find ourselves a little spot for the night where we're not going to get thrown all over the place and the gods trying to kill us again like they did last night. I think that's kind of cool. We both left together and we're arriving together. Desert Island, Anchorage. Don't see a pub. There's a tall ship behind me. They're too far to get it on video, but there are actually people up in the rigging. That's pretty amazing. I wouldn't do that. The kettle's just boiled. It's early and it's still quite dark outside. This was going to be the final push to get to shelter before the storm arrived. We'd heard of a place up the Moresby River called the Marillion Harbour. Had a narrow entrance and it was shallow, but it was shelter. We had to get there without question before the storm came, or we would be in trouble.
And it's quite windy. I was going to say it's quite windy, then he stops, but it is.
It's going to be another hard day. It's pulling it up by hand. So that man's got guts. I gave up handballing chain up years ago. It's when I bought the new system for the boat. He's 72 years old and he's doing that. He looks all in. This is rough weather. He's pulling because you need to drive the boat up and over the chain. Just making sure I'm back on him. Up and over the chain to loosen it up so you can get the anchor up. But you can't do that by yourself. Take your time. Yeah, you take your time, don't have a heart attack. I don't have to come over there and give you mouth to mouth. I think you're beginning to drift now, look. That's coming off the bottom. Off the bottom! I've got you on video in case you don't make it. Right, I'm gonna get out of your way, you're gonna drift. People who moan about things and life, and I include myself in this, need to give that man some respect. I tell you what, 72 years old and he's handballing the chain up. There's a lot of wind, you can't tell, there's a lot of wind, there's a lot of pull on it. It's this hard work. We're talking about heart attack stuff here. I know because I've done it. And I'm younger than he is. Not by much, but enough to make the difference. That's, yeah, respect given. Definitely. Uncle Ron, he's the man. But down this coast there's a port. The entrance is just there. Yep. I'm gonna go in there. Hopefully this hill, when I'm the other side of it, will protect me from the weather that's going to come. Get super nervous about doing stuff like this. It's the unknown. I mean, it's a tiny gap. It's said in the book that I've got down here your first thing you'll see is a big water tank, and the book is like 30 years out of date, and I can see an old water tank that was probably built in the 1940s or something. So that is definitely the entrance. I'm going to start the engine. I've got my my electronic chart, and I'm going to find myself a place to drop the anchor. They do have ships in here, so I've got to allow for that and make sure I stay out of anybody else's way. Ho ho! I can see flat water ahead. Whew. Hey Glenn, there's jungle on my left and rocks on my right. Whoa. Okay. I was just up there and I went to ground. I'll have to try someplace else. All of that is super shallow. I'm talking about 1 meter deep. Okay, anchor down.
Sorry, I'll be close.
Huh?
Close to you, sorry.
It's flat water, which is what it wants to be. But it is blowing this morning. Blowy, 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 blowy. Yes, glad I'm in here and protected. Good anchor, that's what's happening. Just been hit. Oh my god. Shit. No. You son of a. Just blew another one off. It destroyed my boat, you. Whoa, guess who wasn't in a good mood? I hope you enjoyed that video. Join us next time when you can find out what happens next. Thanks to my patrons for their wonderful support in supporting this channel for so many years. Thank you so much. Real-time updates, I'm on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter X.